Good evening everyone, I'm Princess K. Barlaan, 2M18. Our assigned topic is about the simple interest. In this topic, I will discuss the terms, formula, and the applications. Let's talk about the terms. Since our topic is interest, now what is interest? Interest is a fee that is collected or charged. Like for example, you borrowed money from a bank amounting of 10,000 with an interest of 10% due for 9 months. How much will be the simple interest? The simple interest in this problem will be 750. As we calculate the interest, we will multiply the principal to the rate and time. The amount 750 is what we call the interest. Next, interest rate. It is the percentage wherein the proportion of a loan that is charged as interest to the borrower. Next, investor. They are the one who lending money to someone. Like for example, Susan invested in a bank amounting of 5,000. Ang perang in-invest ni Susan sa bangko, after ng ilang months may interest siyang ma-earn because the bank used her money for some purpose or any bank transaction. Next, we have the debtor. Sila naman yung mga may hiram ng pera sa mga investor with a certain rate and time. Next, the principal. Given the example earlier, if you borrowed money from a bank amounting of 10,000 with a rate of 10% and the loan due is 9 months, the amount of 10,000 will be the principal or what we call the original amount borrowed from a bank. Last is the amount of accumulated value. Ito naman yung amount na kapag pinagsama ang principal at interest, this is also what we call the future value or the maturity value. Now, let's proceed to interest formula. We have 5 variables here. We have P stands for the principal or the original amount, I stands for interest, S stands for accumulated value, future value or the maturity value, R stands for rate, and T stands for time. Now, I have 3 problems for you to understand the concept of simple interest. First problem, a group of cooperative need a land for their new business. So they decided to have a bank loan amounting of 780,000 with an annual rate of 12%. How much is the interest and the total amount repaid if the loan is due for 8 months? In this problem, the given principal is 780,000, rate is 12% or in decimal point it is equivalent to 0.12 and time is 8/12. Why 8/12? Because we have 12 months in a year. How to get an interest? We have a formula of I equals PRT. We have to multiply the principal amounting of 780,000 to 0.12 to 8/12 and the interest is 62,400. How do we get the total amount repaid? We have a formula of S equals P plus I. We have to add the principal amounting of 780,000 to the interest of 62,400 and the total amount repaid will be 842,400. Therefore, the total interest of 780,000 with an annual rate of 12% for 8 months, we have an accumulated amount to be paid at the end of the period of 842,400. Next problem, Andrew deposited 5,000 into a savings account with an interest rate of 4.5% per annum. How much interest will he earn after 36 months and the future value of the principal? In this problem, the given principal is 5,000, rate is 4.5% or in decimal point it is equivalent to 0.045 and the time is 3 years. Why 3? Because 36 months is equivalent to 3 years. How to get an interest? We have a formula of I equals PRT. We have to multiply the principal amounting of 5,000 to 0.045 to 3, and the interest is 675. How do we get the future value? We have a formula of S equals P plus I. We have to add the principal amounting of 5,000 to the interest of 675, and the future value will be 5,675. Therefore, the total interest of 5,000 with an interest rate of 4.5% per annum for 36 months, we have a future value at the end of the period of 5,675. Last problem, Robert purchased a car worth 48,000. He borrowed the money from the bank at 10% per annum for a period of 4 years. How much amount he has to pay after the period? In this problem, given the principal is 48,000, rate is 10%, or in decimal point it is equivalent to 0.10, and time is 4 years. How to get an interest? We have a formula of I equals PRT. We have to multiply the principal amounting of 48,000 to 0.10 to 4 years, and the interest is 19,200. How do we get the accumulated value? We have a formula of S equals P plus I. We have to add the principal of 48,000 to the interest of 19,200, and the accumulated value will be 67,200. Therefore, the total interest of 48,000 at 10% per annum for 4 years, we have an accumulated value at the end of the period of 67,200. Before I end this, I will give an activity regarding this topic, and I hope you learned a lot about the concept of simple interest. Thank you.